Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 17th of December 1979, and the title is The Holy Swans and the Mansarovar Lake of Amrit Vela. Today, Baba is seeing the holy swans and the gathering of the holy swans everywhere. All holy swans constantly imbibe and inspire others to imbibe the jewels of knowledge. Just as the food of those physical swans is the invaluable pearls, similarly, the food for the intellect of you holy swans are the jewels of knowledge. You imbibe the jewels of knowledge at Amrit Vela through your heart-to-heart conversation with BapDada and the spiritual meeting. You also imbibe all the powers. In the same way, through your power of churning, you use in your practical life the jewels and powers that you have imbibed and inspire others to do the same. At Amrit Vela, the power of celebrating a meeting, the power to imbibe, to adopt, and the power to catch the inspiration of pure thought from the Father every day are extremely essential. At Amrit Vela, through the power to imbibe, each one becomes an embodiment of dharana. At Amrit Vela, two special images are needed. One is to be an embodiment of dharana, and the other is to be an embodiment of experience. Especially at Amrit Vela, BapDada is the bestower for the children, and in order to celebrate a meeting, he adopts the form of the love of all relationships and also the form of the innocent Lord of all treasures, who fills the aprons of the children with all treasures. At that time, you can do whatever you want with the Father. If you want to persuade him, cajole him, fulfill a relationship with him, or experience an easy method, you can easily attain all these methods and the success of that. You can easily attain the treasure of attainments and also the bestower who bestows everything, the minds of all virtues and all powers are open for the children. 1 second's experience at Amrit Vela is the basis of experiencing the form of all attainments throughout the day and night. BapDada is free at that time for each and every child to talk to each one to their heart's content, to listen to their complaints, to finish their weaknesses, to forgive all the many types of sins they may have committed, and to give them that love. That time is not official. He is the form of the innocent Lord. When you have such a golden chance, some children take that chance, while others simply watch those who take a chance. Why? They have the desire, but do you know why an obstruction comes in between? In fact, Maya is also very clever. She comes especially at that time to separate you from the Father. She cajoles you with her games of excuses. Just as a gambler would attract people through his dealings, in the same way, Maya also cajoles you with many types of excuses of carelessness, laziness, and waste thoughts. Then you lose your golden chance. Moreover, Because of losing such a precious time, because of depriving yourself of easy attainment, your foundation for the whole day becomes weak. No matter how much effort you make throughout the whole day, yet because the beginning of the day, that is, the time of laying the foundation was weak, you therefore have to labor hard and receive less attainment. Because of receiving less attainment, you experience two types of stage. Firstly, while moving along, you experience tiredness, and secondly, you become disheartened. What do you then think? I don't know when I will reach my destination. Is the time far or close? When will revelation take place so that we can go to the golden aged world? How much longer will I have these bondages of this household? You put aside the attainment of the present time and start looking to the future. Constantly keep a list of the present attainments in front of you, and then the question, when will this happen? Will change into, it is happening now. Instead of being disheartened, your heart will become happy. Do not step away from the present time. Recognize the game of the excuses of Maya. Maya makes you happy by giving you excuses. Therefore, you are not able to cajole the Father. That is, you are not able to adopt the easy methods. Instead of attaining something in the form of blessing, you start to make effort to attain something. Therefore, while recognizing the time of Amrit Vela for easy attainment, take benefit from it. Fill your aprons with this reward from the open treasure store. At Amrit Vela, the bestower of fortune and the bestower of blessings is ready to draw your line of fortune to whatever extent you want. You can easily have your line of elevated fortune drawn by him. At that time, although he is God, he is loveful, and so, on the basis of that love, you can have the elevated lines drawn by him. Whatever you want, and for however many births, whether you want to come into the rosary of 8 or the rosary of 108, BapDada has made an open offer to you. What else do you want? Become a master and claim your rights. There is no lock or key on any of the treasures. The key doesn't require any effort. Otherwise, throughout the day, you have to use the key of effort. At that time, simply have the one thought, whatever I am, however I am, I belong to you. Overcome the games of Maya and come and sit next to Baba. How? The games of Maya are side scenes. You mustn't come to a standstill unseeing them. Simply come and sit next to Baba. Surrender your thoughts and intellect, that is, your mind and intellect to the Father. Do you not know how to do this? Why should it be difficult to give back to the Father what He has given you? Sometimes you say, it is yours, and at other times you say, it is mine. You get caught up in the spinning of mine and yours. As soon as it is Amrit Vela and you open your eyes, just take a jump and sit next to Baba in 1 second. Because of this company, you will experience Baba's treasure to be your own treasures, not on the basis of knowledge, but on the basis of attainment. While remaining seated on the throne of all rights, you will experience yourself to be one who has all rights. So Baba, as God, the friend, is offering you the throne of all rights. Wake up and sit on the throne. Even by sitting for just a short time on the throne of all rights, you can become whatever you want. Our limited kings, not able to claim a kingdom on the basis of having a right to the throne for just a short time, now, at this golden time, those who are seated on the unlimited throne are easily able to create their golden aged stage and also claim an elevated status in the future golden aged world. Do you understand the time for making easy effort and the easy method for that? So, why do you put aside that which is easy and try to do something difficult? Now, will you become an easy effort maker or a difficult effort maker? Since you found Baba easily, how can that path be difficult to follow? Become an easy effort maker. Finish all name and trace of anything difficult, and you will be able to finish the difficulties of the whole world. To those who have all rights, who remain seated on the throne and pass in the games of Maya, to those who constantly understand the Father's secrets, to those who transform effort into love, to those who keep their hearts happy instead of being disheartened, to those who make the world happy with their happy heart, to those who constantly stay with the Father, to the most elevated souls, BapDada's love, remembrance, and namaste. 1. The easy method to serve through your mind is unbroken faith. Those who are constantly victorious through maintaining faith in their intellect are able, on the basis of that faith, to purify the atmosphere. They serve through their mind because when others see a soul who has faith in the intellect, they feel that this one has received something. No matter how arrogant those others may be, even if they will not listen to this knowledge, yet internally they definitely understand that this one's life is worth something. This service continues amongst those who have had unbroken faith from the beginning. This is truly service through the mind. Second, the method to remain safe from Maya is to keep the guard of attention awake. Are all of you constantly moving along as the spinners of the discus of self-realization? Those who are constantly spinning the discus of self-realization are constantly free from any spinning of Maya. The one discuss of self-realization finishes all the wasteful spinning. It chases Maya away. Maya cannot stay in front of those who spin the discus of self-realization. Because of being constantly full, the spinners of the discus of self-realization are constantly unshakable. Are you able to constantly remain full and overwhelming? Maya tries to empty you, but when you are constantly cautious, awakened, and like an ignited light, Maya cannot do anything. If the guard of attention is constantly awakened, you will constantly remain safe. You have, in the past, been constantly ignited lights, and so people still keep your memorials of the constantly lit lights in the temples. They don't allow the lamps to extinguish. Where did the fashion of having a constantly ignited light start from? At the confluence age, all of you became the constantly ignited lights, and therefore this memorial has continued. If the lamp is extinguished, they consider it to be bad. So, what are all of you in your living form? Constantly ignited lamps. Anything that is even slightly damaged cannot be worthy of worship. Meeting a group from Nairobi, Kenya. Those moths who come last and constantly go fast in front of the flame are clever in dying alive for all time. Are you the true moths? Seeing the moths, the flame is very happy. The flame is proud of such moths. You children are constantly the embodiment of the remembrance of the Father. Just as you remember the Father, He too remembers you. Whereas all of you tried to garland the living one indirectly through the non-living images, now the Father constantly turns the beads of the rosary of the children's virtues, and so you are so lucky. Souls remember Baba, and Baba remembers you, great souls. So you have become even higher than the Father. This is why the children's place is in the crown of the Father. You are the valuable beads of the crown. The real jewels and diamonds sparkle so much. Nowadays, even the real jewels look like the artificial ones. In the golden age, each jewel will shine like a bulb. It will be brightly sparkling. Just as on a plain bulb, you use lighting gel to create light of that color, you use green gel to create a green light, or red gel to create a red light. Similarly, there you will have as much natural colored light as you have diamonds of different colors. As soon as there is even a little light, the room will begin to sparkle. So, all of you are the real diamonds of BapDada's crown. One kind of hero, diamond, is one that sparkles, and the other is one who plays the elevated main part, a hero or heroine. So, you are double heroes. Constantly maintain the intoxication of being double heroes. The beautiful fragrance of Nairobi is reaching the subtle region. You children have courage. Such a big group is the proof of your courage. This proves that the children from Nairobi are the servers like the Father. This is why you have served everyone and brought them here. This is the practical proof of service. You have received the fruit of determined faith. You developed faith in your intellect, and then, with Baba's help, the impossible became possible. Instead of a little hut, you have now received a palace. Baba, have you seen the palace center? Baba doesn't stop doing his work. Baba constantly looks after his children. In the world also, a mother would definitely be around her children because she loves them. So, how could BapDada and the mother and father not circle around you children here. This is why he comes here every day, both Bap and Dada, bodiless in terms of a physical body. One has a subtle body and the other one is incorporeal. Neither of them needs to sleep, and therefore they're able to go wherever they want. How many centers are there in Africa now? The area of Africa is very large. Therefore, you should go everywhere and continue to increase service so that no one can then complain to you. Open centers everywhere. Go and serve. Give the message. Open a Gita Pathshala and continue to move forward. Meeting a group of teachers. Teachers means those who are equal to the Father, those who transform many others through their thoughts, words, and deeds. You are servers, not just through your words, but also through your thoughts and deeds. Those who are embodiments of success in all three types of service pass with honor. You should claim equal marks in all three. So, you are the teachers who will pass with honor, are you not? Many would simply pass, but only a few special ones would pass with honor. So, what aim have you kept? Check your timetable every day. Did I keep a balance of all three types of service throughout the whole day? By maintaining this balance, you will experience all virtues. Everyone would then say that you donate virtues because the decoration of divine virtues would be very clearly visible. This is why, at the end, everyone will bow down and salute you, saying, Devi Ji, Goddess. And this sanskar of the final time will then continue in the form of the worship of the goddesses. So, are you like this? To cooperate with one another through the Father's virtues and the virtues of your own inculcation, and to make others embodiments of virtues is the greatest service of all. Virtues are definitely donated. Just as knowledge is donated, so too are virtues. Now, each one of you will have to look after 8 to 10 centers. Only then can you say that you have done any service. At present, each one of you is looking after 4 to 5 centers, and later, each one will have to look after many centers. Now, increase service, Father. Blessing, may you have faith in the intellect and remain carefree by finishing all worries through the fire of love. Children who have faith in their intellect remain carefree in everything. All your worries have now finished. Baba has removed you from the pyre of worries and seated you on his heart throne. You had love for the Father, and on the basis of this love, in the fire of love, all your worries finished as if they had never existed. No worries of the mind, no unnecessary worries of the body, and no worries of wealth. You now know what is going to happen through the power of knowledge, and Therefore, your life has become completely free from any worries. Slogan: become so unshakable and immovable that no adverse situation can shake the foot of your intellect. Om Shanti.